each other and living with pride, trying to make a stand. In the motherlode of California with its mountains tall and grand. 7 brothers bold and strong, living in the promised land. Working hard every day in the blazing sun, on the open land. Dreaming visions at night of the life they planned. 7 brothers bold and strong, living in the promised land.
They went that way. Must be a whole herd of them. Look at all those tracks.
Guthrie, this isn't a game. Yeah, you gotta look close, but you gotta think too. Now, see how the grass is trampled down over there?
Yeah?
And the buds in that tree, see how they're nibbled off?
Uh-huh.
Looks like you might have... All right. Velvet.
Velvet?
This is skin from the antlers. It's a buck, all right. And if he's reaching up that high, he's in his prime. Probably got himself a nice rack. Come on, let's go.
Well, I'll never be able to figure out this sort of thing.
Yeah, you will. Dad taught Adam, me, and Crane this, and you're learning now. But with everything you learn, still got to do some guessing and hoping.
Sorry.
Gonna be out here all alone.
Evan, you want some more chicken?
Oh, no, thanks.
Daniel, I fried the chicken livers just the way you like them, extra crispy.
There you go.
Hey, if you got a cramp in your leg, you got a cramp. It's no big deal. You'll have better luck tomorrow.
I didn't get a cramp, Adam.
Well, you just weren't used to handling a gun. I mean, you should have seen me the first time Adam had me shoot. Wobbled all over the place. That thing's heavy.
Still do.
Want some pepper gravy? It's your favorite, Guthrie.
I just couldn't shoot him, Adam. I couldn't.
It's no big deal.
Sure. Remember my first hunt, Adam? Guthrie Ford couldn't even hit the rabbit. He hit the barn, the door, everything.
Well, if you could have seen him, Adam.
Honey, you don't have to hunt. There are people who go their entire
Guthrie.
lives.
Venison was the first meat any of us boys ever had. Mom would pack it away in mason jars and we'd have it all year.
Nobody's ever going to put a gun in your hands and ask you to do something that you don't think is right.
If you could have seen him, Adam. He was just so beautiful.
I know. Guthrie, before we came along, people, I mean, crowding in everywhere, taking over the land. Well, the wolves and the bear and the big cats and the coyotes, they kind of kept the natural balance of things all by themselves. But we just about pushed those predators out of existence. So if we don't do what they did to keep that balance, well, the deer will just about eat themselves out of existence.
Can I be excused, Anna? I still gotta feed the lambs.
Sure.
The only way he's going to be able to make a decision is out in the field. And whatever decision he does make, that's it, all right?
Oh, I won't pressure him. But I do want him to know what's right.
I think we all want that, Brian. But it just might be that what's right for us won't be right for Guthrie.
Heads up. Hey, partner. Thought you were gonna help the guys on the fence today.
Well, there's only one more week of deer season.
That's right. All right, let's go.
Hey, aren't we going back to the Salt Lick? I mean Tucker's Point?
No, I thought you and me try a little high country. The tracking's harder, but the visibility ought to be better. Good chance we'll spot something on another ridge. Be a tougher shot, though. A couple 100 yards, nothing like Tucker's Point.
I could hit it. I mean, I could hit it if I could just... What's he doing?
He's trying to catch supper. Oh, that's a wolverine. Oh, they're very tough. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a scarback.
Wow.
I don't believe it. That's a scarback. I can't believe he's still alive.
What I'd like to know is who's old Scarback?
Whoa, he must have been real hungry to tangle with a wolverine. Let me tell you a story about old Scarback. Way back when Adam, me, and Crane were just little kids, there was this ruckus one night out in the corral. I'm talking about noises like you ain't never heard before. Well, Dad goes flying out of the house with his rifle, and Mom and us kids are right on his tail. Mom's got this little shovel she grabbed up. Well, anyway, smack dab in the middle of this corral is this young mountain lion. And I mean to tell you, he is just going after old Domino Valley. That was Dad's prize bull. Every time that cat attacked, the bull just catch him on a horn and throw that son of a gun clear across the corral. But that cat kept coming. And right then, for maybe 3 or 4 minutes, we couldn't do nothing but watch. I'm telling you, partner, man, that was something to see. That cat would be backing up, his ears are flat on his head, bleeding all over the place while the bull's sitting there pawing the ground, snorting, and just daring him to come back again. Whole time, Mom's going totally nuts. She's screaming at Dad, shoot him, Adam, shoot him now, shoot him now. Dad raised that rifle, took a beat on that cat just as he was getting ready to spring on old Domino, and boom!
Wow.
And you know, that was the first time any of us ever saw Dad miss. That cat just froze in its tracks and stared over at us for a beat. Then, over the fence and into the dark. Gone.
Daddy never tracked him down? Finished him off?
Nah. Dad said that, well, if you used to be a mountain lion, it's the kind of mountain lion to be. Old Scarback.
whining, growling, fur flying everywhere.
You must have been real close, Guthrie. I'd have been scared to death.
Well, it was a sight. Now that's a fact.
Well, if you're so close like you say, why didn't you shoot him? He was hunting, wasn't you?
It wouldn't be right. Besides, me and my brother were thinking, if you're a wild animal, then that's the kind of wild animal to be.
Old Scarback. Probably a big tomcat playing with a rabbit.
And you had your brother's gun? Did you get a deer?
Are you kidding? We'd have no chance after that battle. All the game would have cleared for miles around after hearing all that.
That's incredible, knowing all that.
Hey, it's just a little common sense.
Well, all I'd know is I'd have been scared to death.
Sorry to call you boys out this time of night.
It's no problem, Fred.
I tried to get hold of Dave Montgomery, but he's somewhere on the other end of the county.
He tore up 3 of them, boys. Just look at that.
I figured somebody ought to take a look at the tracks while they're still fresh. These McFadden's are about the best trackers in the county.
We got enough tracks here, that's for sure.
Woke me up. All that growling, sheep screaming.
Did you get a look at it, the cougar?
I was up in the house. It's dark, of course. All I could do was hear. Fired my rifle out, had him. Guess I scared him off before I got down here.
Hey, Adam. No cat did this.
Yeah, this wasn't a mountain lion, Mr. Pine. These are dog prints.
So the bite wounds say, too.
Dogs? Are you crazy? Of course there's gonna be dog prints. My Joe boy's probably off running him.
You sure about that, Adam?
Oh, yeah, you got about 6 or 8 of them here. You can tell by different pad sizes.
Well, we've been getting reports of dogs packing up, Mr. Pine. We run into a bunch of them last week. Had to shoot 2 of them.
Where are your dogs?
Hey, my dogs wouldn't do nothing like this. Joe boy's off somewhere, probably running that cat. Shep, Sally, they're in the run.
Mr. Pine, why don't you try calling Joe Boy in?
I told you he's off after that cat, didn't I?
Why don't you try anyway, Mr. Pine?
Help! Help! Come on, Joe boy! Help! 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 Come on! Come on, Joe boy! Help! Help! Come on, Joe boy! Help, Joe boy! Help, boy! Help! 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 Help, Joe! Help! 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 Help, boy! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Hey, good. Hey, how you doing, Joe boy? All right, yeah, take it easy, take it easy.
Let's take a look.
Let's see what's going on here.
All right, he's got a little dried blood on his jaw. He's got some fleece and skin between his teeth.
3 head. It's $500.
Hey, come on,
Hey,
Mr. Pine,
come on.
you've had that dog an awful long time.
If he's turned stock killer.
He never has before, all right? I think it's just a simple case of you letting him run loose. Like the deputy said, he probably packed up with other dogs and got carried away.
Well, I'm not going to give him another chance.
Mr. Pine, your dog's your business, but we don't have to be a party to it. Now, we'll take care of those other animals. I expect we finished here. Satisfied it wasn't a big cat?
Yeah. You guys get Joe boy. Put him in the barn with Sal and Shep, and I'll take care of you later.
It's too bad.
Oh, he's not gonna shoot him.
And be sure you let the people know that was dogs there, not a mountain lion.
I'll take care of it. Thanks again.
Good night, Freddie.
Think people would buy the story about the dogs?
Now, what would you think if you hadn't seen the kill yourself? That old rover who plays with the kids could have done something like that? Or a wild mountain lion?
Grayson. See, you found us all right. I'm Fred Willis.
Mr. Willis, I get where I gotta go.
Tommy, I want you to meet one of the great hunters.
Keep your hands away from those dogs, son, unless you want to lose one. You see, I like them to save their bile for the quarry. Now, you know you don't want them tracking you down, do you, son?
Fixing this fence is my whole career.
All right. Oh, look who's here.
So, what's happening? Hey, it's after what? What kind of divorces?
Well, we stopped by Ralph Johnson's place.
Lost a calf last night, guys.
Well, what's that got to do with us starving to death?
Thought it might be a cat kill, so we stopped by to take a look.
And?
It's a cougar did it.
Whoa, hold on. How do you know it wasn't coyotes? Or bobcat?
Well, didn't you say its scarback was hurt?
Yeah, left hind leg. Kind of setting it down easy. Why?
That's it.
There's blood in the left rear track.
Probably got it caught one of them poachers' traps people are always setting nowadays.
Well, if that's the case, obviously it wasn't strong enough to hold him.
So what's Ralph Johnson gonna do?
Well, nothing right now. No, we all lose animals now and again. Nobody gets too ripped up about it.
Yeah, unless he starts making a habit out of it.
Listen, how bad did it look?
Pretty bad. Couldn't even take down that Wolverine. You know he's not gonna lay up long enough to let it heal, right? Next time he's hungry, stock's easy picking.
Old scarback. Hey, Adam, was he really as strong and powerful as Daddy used to say?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a great animal, Daniel. You know, somehow, the fewer they become, the more fantastic they seem.
Thing is, though, he's old and crippled now.
Yeah, he's not gonna settle for field mice either.
Why should he? I mean, he's been king of those mountains for years.
Oh, come on, Brian. You know what'll happen if he keeps coming back. It's all Crane meant.
King of the mountains.
Uh-huh.
High up on a mountain in robes of yellow gold lives a king in regal splendor, a warrior brave and bold. The Lord of all he surveys, and a wonder to behold. A strong and proud survivor, but old Scarback's getting old. In spite of city hunters and through the winter cold, he moved up to the passes when the land was fenced and sold. When God made that old cougar, you know he threw away the mold. He's the last Native American, but old Scarback's getting old. Once he had a deep dark cave he could hide in, and a mating some kittens of his own. But the strongest often pay the price of ending up alone. Some folks say he'll never die, or they say he'll never fold. He'll be looking down forever from the vastness of his stronghold. As long as there's a mother lode, for the tale will still be told of the last Native American. But old Scarback's getting old. He's the last Native American in his robes, yellow gold.
Did you remember to get those plugs?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, where's Evan? We could use some muscle around here. Guthrie.
He's riding fence out near the border. Phil, give you a hand.
Shot. Hey, Daniel, give me a hand with this, will you? I can't get this fan nut off. You got small hands.
Man, you should have been in town. Big doing.
Is the carnival here? Tommy Willis says it's coming soon.
Well, I could have passed for a carnival. There's this guy at Murphy's bar named Claxton. Got everybody in town buying him beers, telling all these big stories.
Is that John Claxton?
I think somebody said his name was John. He had these 3 dogs in these big cages out front of the cafe.
Yeah, that's Claxton, all right.
What's he doing in town?
Nobody knows. Mainly he's just drinking beer and telling stories, it looks like. Should have heard him. He's been all over the world.
Well, now I know it took you clowns so long.
Yeah, well, I'll hear him, all right.
Hey, Adam. Hey!
What's the matter, Adam, you know?
What's going on?
Brian, where y'all going?
Never saw Adam look like that before.
Who's this guy Claxton?
Some kind of hunter. He's telling stories about killing tigers and lions and rhinos. You name it.
Scarback.
Well, she just kept on coming. See, I'd already slammed 2 30-06s into her throat, and then one more into her chest here. Let me tell you something. Up on her hind legs, she must have been 7 foot tall. And I knew I had a chance for just one more shot. So I waited. And I waited. Then I brought that piece up, and I sighted. And I slammed that last one right between her eyes right there. And she was dead when she hit me, but her eyes was going, her claws was going. Reflex action. She just raped me right across here.
Ooh, Mr. Claxton, you could have been killed.
What happened to her cubs?
I don't know anything about her cubs. You see, they called me in because the animal attacked the settlement.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's up in, Norton County, wasn't it?
I see you're familiar with my work, friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard you killed a couple other bear up there, claiming they attacked you.
You don't really want to talk about bears with me, do you, friend?
That's right, Claxton. I want to know who brought you in.
I did. I got Ralph Johnson file a depredation permit after that cat went after my boy.
Yeah, I heard about that, Mr. Willis. Now tell me, do you honestly believe Tommy?
My boy wouldn't lie to me about a thing like that. He came home all scratched up, clothes torn.
Well, funny how all the kids at school seem to think Tommy made that story up just to get himself a little attention.
Just because you're Guthrie doesn't have sense enough to know when he's having his leg pulled doesn't give you no cause to call my boy a liar. Ask your rancher friends. A lot of stock's been killed lately, and everybody knows it's that damn cougar.
One calf, maybe one, was brought down by Scarback. The rest is nothing but rumor and tall tale, and you know that.
Well, see, I don't even know who you are, friend. The state of California issued a permit, and I am here to see it's carried out.
Were you planning on running that cat out of the territory like most hunters? Or are you gonna kill it like you're used to doing?
I was hired to do just one thing. It was to put a bullet in that cat's brain right there. I'm very good at what I do.
I don't suppose there's anything I could say that would get you to change your mind.
What do you think, friend?
I think you need some discouragement, pal.
Brian, let me handle this my way.
Mr. Willis, there's got to be another way. You don't need to bring in a hired gun.
What'd you call me, son?
I think he called you a killer. Is that plain enough for you, Claxton?
Brian, I said I'd handle it my way.
He wants to do it his way.
Don't seem a whole lot different my way.
You got him now, Adam.
No, sir.
Wait right there.
Easy, big dog, take it easy. Hold on, you McFadden. You're interfering with a due legal process. Assault and battery.
Willis, there's a killer here, and it's not us or that cat.
You just stay out of my way, McFadden. I mean, all of you stay out of my way.
Claxton, you got a permit to kill that cat, not the man who's gonna stop you.
Hey, come on, come on. I've seen you like this before. What's the matter with you?
I never felt like this before.
I know what that stands for. Stick to the crow, right?
Right,
Get
come
in the
on.
car. Hey, we gotta talk this over. Fighting ain't gonna do it. Sure does feel good, though, don't it?
Yeah, feels darn good. All right, I'll get in the back, I'll drive.
Come on, guys.
I don't believe it, Adam. You guys mixed up in something like this. You know, if your dad was alive...
He'd have been right there with us.
Anybody else, and you would have spent a night in jail. You're lucky they aren't going to press charges. You know there's a couple of $100 worth of damage.
We'll take care of it.
What I want to know is why your department brought in a fellow who's nothing but a killer anyway.
Look, we made our recommendations to the Willis family. They chose not to go with the ones we made. They knew about Claxton.
Claxton has a legal permit in the state of California to hunt that cat. Now, if you guys try and stop him...
What if we get the cat first?
Yeah.
Dave, would your department help us at all?
You know, we don't have the manpower, Adam. We can't go out after an animal like a scarback, relocate it.
Would you at least help us tranquilize him? Maybe authorize a vet to fix his foot?
I'm sure the department would be more than willing. He's a survivor. I'd like to see him beat the odds.
Doggone it, Dave. You know Claxton's gonna try and bring that cat down.
Well, my department is concerned with you human animals. So if what happened today happens again...
Look, all we intend to do is deny Mr. Claxton the pleasure of exercising that permit.
Look, it won't be that easy. He's brought down jaguar in South America, tiger in India, and lions in Africa. And with those 2 blue tick hounds and that special trained lion dog, he'll be a mighty awesome tracker. He'll be off at the light of dawn.
Well, it's too late to get a jump on him today. But I'll sure bet you we could be up before sunup tomorrow.
We don't even have any dogs, Adam. What kind of chance do we have?
We know the country, and we know old Scarback. And Dave here is going to lend us his tranquilizer gun, right, Dave?
That's right out there in the Jeep.
We'll do it! We got to!
Adam, Crane.
Hi, Mr. Pine.
Thank you.
Howdy.
Afternoon. Mr. Pine,
huh? I heard about your ruckus in town today, Adam.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of folks are hoping you'll stop Claxton.
Well, we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you might need a couple good dogs.
Sure appreciate that.
Joe Boy. Joe Boy, I don't think he'd do you any good. He don't chase anything these days but biscuits and my sheep. What he did, that was more my fault than his. And he and I'll straighten that out. But Shep and Sally out there, I think they'll do you some good.
Well, the odds aren't so long now, are they?
Adam, don't forget you're tracking that cougar now.
You might want to remind Claxton of that.
It was old Scarback! I recognize that growl anywhere! Hey, the lambs!
Guthrie, the door was closed. It couldn't have... Daddy, what are the cats?
Okay, they're okay.
Nothing in the chicken coop.
Such a horrible sound. He must have killed something.
Well, if he had, we'll know soon enough. When a mountain lion kills, he just rips the ground all up. It's kind of like a declaration of some sort of a celebration.
Evan, you want to try and shut those dogs up?
He didn't get to him, but Daz was still shaking.
No wonder. Take a look at this. He tried to claw his way right in there. Look at the size of them gouges.
You know, we got one hungry cat on our hands.
Oh, here we got the tracks right here. One right here. Another one over there.
Yeah, there's blood in these too, partner.
That means his paw hasn't healed yet.
Well, at least he'll be easier to track.
He really is a killer, Adam. He tried to get in the barn. The house is right here.
Just looking for food.
I know that. Whatever the reason, that mountain lion's a killer now. What if one of us had come out here tonight? I don't want any of you getting hurt or killed trying to get close enough to him to put a tranquilizer dart in him. Maybe the Willises were right bringing in Claxton.
You listen to me, Hannah. If there's a killer here, it's Claxton, not Scarback. We moved into this country and took it from Scarback and his kind, so we owe them. That old cat's just trying to survive. When he kills us for that reason only, not some ugly, twisted reason inside like Claxton, like too many of us. Hannah, you know this is something we have to do. All right, we got a couple hours before sunup. That's when Claxton will take off.
Well, we've got a break here. We're already on his trail.
Old Crane's right. And we don't have to wait to sunup.
Looks like he went off to the south. Better get going.
Guthrie, you stay here with Hannah, all right?
Hey, Adam.
Guthrie, you get the tranquilizer gun. Come on. The rest of you start packing up. Evan, get the dogs on that scent.
The old Scarback's moving slower and slower all the time. Can't be more than an hour behind him now. The blood in his track's still moist.
There's no sign of a kill anywhere yet, either. Sure not having any luck.
Well, why don't we let the dogs go now?
Because these dogs have never hunted lion before, Guthrie. They get one whiff of a fox or rabbit trail, we're gonna wind up in Tuolumne County before we know we're on a false scent.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to let them see him and then let nature take its course.
Yeah, we better catch up to him pretty quick, though. Clagston's dogs don't have quite the same handicap.
Feels pretty good on that hurt paw of his. He's either headed up or downstream looking for muskrat or beaver.
All right, well, let's get a game plan here. We gotta split up.
Yeah, all right. I'll take Daniel and Guthrie and go upstream. You take the dogs and go on down.
Okay. If I run across this trail, you'll hear the dogs.
I'll fire a shot if we do.
Okay.
Well, let's not get too close to him, all right? He's hungry, hurt, and real dangerous right now.
Oh, hey, Guthrie. If he charges us, and we can't get a dart in that cat, we're gonna have to use a rifle.
I know that, Brian.
Sure you up to this?
Guess I'll find out.
Tracks. Still wet.
Well, dogs won't have much trouble finding this cat. We got a wet one here.
You can even smell him now.
Hey, Adam! It's impossible! How can it be here?
I tell you what, he's headed right on a collision course with Scarback.
Maybe not. Brian and I got an old trick we can at least try.
The heck is that?
Half a fresh bobcat skin. Brian's got the other half. Told Dave we might need some kind of dead cat. Game department happened to have this one.
Adam, you really think that's gonna work?
That depends on how fast you can run. If you can get in front of Claxton before his dogs pick up the real trail, we might be in business.
If old Scarback kept going straight, you bet I can, brother.
Go to it.
See you boys later.
What are they gonna do? Hey, aren't we gonna signal Brian?
Can't risk it. We're too close to Claxton.
Top of the morning to you, Miss Claxton. Don't expect to see you out here. Small world, ain't it? Now, look, don't jump to any conclusions here. You keep that skin, okay? Consider it a personal trophy.
Wait! Nobody's gonna hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, old Scarback. Go back! Back! Go away! Scarback, please! Go away! Now, go away! Adam! Adam! You okay?
Just a little dizzy. Saw what you did, Gus.
I'd have shot him, Adam. I would have. Even if he made one little move, I would have shot him to save you.
I know. It's all right. Hey, listen. It took more guts not to pull that trigger. You understand me? Huh? All right. Come on, help me up, will you?
Gotta find Brian and the others. We still got a cat in the tree. Come on, Guthrie. Sounds like the dogs will treat Scarback.
Old Scarback. Just look at him. Let's get this over with.
Okay, guys. Let's get the net ready.
Brian.
He's gonna be fine, Gus. Have himself a nice sleep and wake up with a fixed foot and some good food.
Hey, pull tight on the net.
Come on, baby. Nice and easy. Come on. It's all right.
All right, tighten it. Here he comes.
See?
By the time he wakes up, you won't have to worry about the Claxtons of the world anymore.
Nice shot, bro.
After all this, I still don't know if I could hunt Brian. I mean, if I could kill.
Whatever you decide, Gus, I'm sure it's going to be right for you. It's all a man can do.
Yeah. Guess a man has to figure out some things all by himself.